Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. And when we left off, we had beaten up Giga Gaia, the boss of Mount Woe, on my second attempt. Then we had some plot movement. Melchior showed up out of, well, a piece of ice. Shala showed up out of nowhere, informing us that the Ocean Palace was activated and very, very close to Lavos. She had turned her back on the whole thing, but unfortunately, at that point, Dalton swept in, took her away back to the Ocean Palace, and left us with slack jaws and hands on the floor. So now, we're going after him. But first, before we do that, there was one little thing that I haven't really had the chance to do yet. Or, well, I've sort of had the chance to do it, but I haven't done it. And it's nothing huge, but it's still something I want to take care of before we go charging off into Dalton Land and seeing if we can sneak our way into the Ocean Palace. Now, if you'll recall, in Zeal Palace, there was a new that needed to be scratched on his back. After that, we got the news scratch point. So, just head back into Kajar when you do that. Come back into this little lab area here, and go to the new, and start a scratching. Whew. Okay, apparently that's one happy new. So happy, in fact, that he gives us a magic tab for scratching him in the right place, which is nice, I guess. And then he doesn't really say anything in thanks except giving us the magic tab, so okay. That's, in essence, the extent of it. We can, whoops, not head that way. Just make our way back up here into the teleports that we had just gone through, and of course just make our way back to Zeal Palace, which fortunately is not really going to take us very long. Alright, so here we are, and let's see what we have coming up here. No need to go through anywhere else, just bowl straight through. Go ahead and save our game here. And then roll up and go to the palace. Or, well, hey there, Dalton. You look rather angry. What's got your knickers in a twist there, buddy? Phooey! Why is the prophet allowed inside while I'm stuck on guard duty? Meh, heh, heh, heh. Ha! There you are. I let the prophet go, knowing he'd mess up sooner or later. Yeah, sure you did. You just keep telling yourself that, buddy. But I've no use for you anymore. You're history! No, we're in history. Oh, well, anyway, never mind. Welcome to Dalton! And, well, Dalton sits there and starts posing, acting like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And that's his response to, well, pretty much everything, is to hit you with Iron Orb. And as we will see, as we go along, it's going to happen time and time and time again. And apparently, wow, he doesn't like to be physically attacked. Alrighty. So by and large, stick with magical attacks, which sort of has Ayla as a, not the most effective member of the party exactly, but oh well. Just sit here, you can keep attacking. Oh, you can use her as a healer if you want to. It's not particularly necessary during this fight, or at least right now, because really all you're doing is attacking and he's throwing Iron Orb at you. That's really it. So just whittle down his hit points, again, primarily through magic type moves. And whenever you need to heal, of course, go ahead and do it. Mostly so that you don't get, well, the goal really in a lot of ways is just to make sure that you don't get too far under the gun. And if you keep up your attacks alright, and you keep yourself fairly decently healed, you should be okay. Because, again, he is basically a one-trick pony. All he's going to do is fire that Iron Orb at you, which is just nothing short of flat-out cheating. But still, it's, you know, it is what it is. Occasionally, hey, okay, you will be able to hit Dalton with some physical stuff, but don't really count on it because he has a high physical evasion, it appears. So when you get the chance, stick to a lot of magical sorts of attacks here. Alright, I mean, there's... I'm trying to find witty commentary to fill in here, and honestly, I'm kind of having some trouble because, well, this is the gist of the battle. Hit him again. Hope he doesn't hit you too hard with the Iron Orbs. He can't kill you with them. He could never kill you with them. So don't necessarily fear dying from that. But at the same time, no, not a whole lot to really talk about because he, well, I mean, that's all he does, and this is all we're doing, and that's pretty much the show. Hooray. Let's see, I'm gonna see if, just because I hadn't used Cat Attack in a while, let's see if it'll actually do anything. Hey, there we go. There we don't go. Oh well, at least it popped the animation anyway. I'm keeping Frog as the healer, and you do want to basically keep the party's HP, I would say probably over 100 if you can. Not from any fear that Dalton's going to suddenly whip out the big guns and, oh, then you're dead. It's more of, no, it's more trying to just ensure that you're on top of things in the health department. Just in case the worst does happen, I guess. So, hooray, rinse, lather, and repeat again and again. You know, it kind of makes me wonder why, you know, assuming, given the attack even in, I guess, in real life, so to speak, why wouldn't the character sit there and go, yeah, Dalton, you're doing the same thing, just dodge and step out of the way so the Iron Orb doesn't hit you, or, now, I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too much into this, but it seemed like after a while, if this sort of thing were really happening, the characters would kind of go, dude, don't you have anything more to throw at us? Well, he does have that. That is his parting shot, I guess, and that would be why you need to keep your HP up, so that he doesn't kill you when you do that. No! I'm going to be immortal! I can't be beaten now! And he does his usual, I'm going to teleport the heck out of here shtick. Except this time, it looks like he's got his own gate. Oh, that's nifty. Okay. Alright, well, so we're not really much the worse for wear. We can go ahead and see where this takes us. And as it turns out, it takes us way under the sea to a very nifty and fancy looking ocean palace. And then some spooky music. Probably really in a lot of ways some of the best music this game has, just because it is, you look around and you see the architecture, and you hear the music, and you know that something's happening, that something big's about to go down here. And okay, we have one of the Massamune twins there. Okay. Oh, just to even further illustrate that big things are going on here. The black energy grows. Something scary is waking up. Alright, so it's Mune. Okay, and we get a cutscene. Shala, raise the power of the Mammon Machine to its limit. Shala, you dare to disobey me? Alright, Mother. Boy, that thing just looks sinister. Oh, what bright splendor! The incredible power of Lavos! Ah! Oh, well, the prophet seems concerned. Okay, well, off we go. Welcome to the Ocean Palace. And you see again more of this architecture here. And you see a number of enemies that we're going to be up against. I'll go at some of those in a moment. You come in here and you see these nifty little switches. You hit the switches and here come enemies. Hooray. Alright, so first up we have the Djinn and the Barghest. Boy, and apparently they like to play a toss. Okay, so what you have to do with these guys, and I'm going to go ahead and use... Okay, never mind, I don't need to use frogs in experiment. But what you do if you come up against those guys is mentions Barghest's shield. The Barghest protects Djinn with a physical shield that can't do anything until it's broken. And Ayla learns Tailspin. Sweet. Okay, guess we'll have something to show off in the next battle. Alright, she's a long way away from Dino Tail, which functions in a lot of ways similar to Frog's final attack, Frog Squash. The lower your hit points, the more you just beat the crap out of them. Tailspin looks like it's going to be a standard physical attack, so we'll try that out in a moment. Now, we can try it out against these guys, I guess. Alright, the Red Scout, and then the Mage. And now now Frog can't use any techniques. Okay, you see the Tailspin is, well, I guess I should have really called it a Whirlwind, I don't know. But it is an area attack. It's more an AoE, it's not an all around the room attack. Okay, now, these Red Scouts, and you'll see this is the case with the Yellow Scouts and the Blue Scouts as well, so I may end up switching Lucia into the party. They're best killed with magic. And you might think, well, they're the Red Scouts, so they take water. And then they're the Lightning Scouts, so they take something else, I guess. But actually, as it turns out, it's the other way around. The Red Scouts take fire, the Yellow Scouts get hit with lightning, and the Blue Scouts get hit with water. So if you want to be able to eliminate the enemies effectively in this dungeon, you really need a party that can accommodate all of that. Which, of course, is going to be Chrono and Frog or Marley, and then Lucia, who I'll sub in a second. First, I want to see who is best off with that Aeon Helm. Well, since I'm about to bring Lucia into the party, let's put that on her. And then she still has the Black Mail equipped, so anything that hits her shadow-wise is going to bounce right back off of her. Okay, let me go ahead and plug Lucia in here, just so we can have that representation. Okay, so you move in, and I'm going to go ahead and confront this group here, just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And I can also show off Red Pen while I'm at it, since I haven't had the chance. Here's Red Pen with Fire Slash. Alrighty. So, okay, Frog and a Pillar of Fire. And yeah, see, there you go, big damage, partially because it's a technique, but also because it's fire. And I'll show Lucia actually casting fire at them whenever she loads up next, whenever the game lets it load up next. Alright, come on, let me go, there we are. Unfortunately, like I said, Lucia is rather slow, so let's go ahead and let's just do regular fire here. Again, you would think it would heal them, but no, in fact, it's their weakness. And in essence, with the other enemies in here that are Red Scout, Yellow Scout, Blue Scout, rinse, lather, and repeat, basically. The same strategy with both of them. That's nice. Go Chrono. And there you go. Okay, so we've already been down here. Well, we hadn't been down here precisely, but we've come out of there. Let me move up here. I'm going to show you the Yellow Scouts up here, because you can queue them. Or Scouters, okay, sorry. But basically, they're Yellow Scouts. Hit them with lightning. Just douse them. And that makes short work of those guys. Oh, good. Lucia leveled up. Okay. And got Rune Blade. Ooh, that sounds good. And sounds like it's a, well, not a Chrono weapon. Guess it's a frog weapon. It is, and the magic goes up, but I'm still not going to replace the mass immune because you can't beat the double of, you can't beat the combination of that and the hero medal together at once. Okay, well, I've already fought these guys before, so I'm going to queue them up and I will see y'all in a moment. Okay, nothing to see here, just a bit of lightning too, and they're dead. Alright, Aeon Suit. I'm hoping that will go on her. And it is actually an upgrade, so I don't think I'm going to have much need for Shadow Absorption here, so I'm going to go ahead and give that to her. And this is, of course, where I already was. The enemies respawn pretty easily, so if you want to do some grinding, if you want to do some extra leveling up, you can duck in and out of these rooms to do it, which is nice. I don't think I don't see myself doing that, but hey, still, it's it'll help out. Go over here, and I think we're going to have another Jin and Bar guest pop up there. Yep, alright, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured, so not really much to see there. Okay, now we haven't fought these guys yet. These are the Blue Scouts here, along with the mage that we have fought. So let's see who the mage seals off. Don't, doggone it, you sealed off frog, you goof. Okay, well, that's fixable, I believe. I'll have to check the inventory and see if it is. Alright, let's see. Lapis Barrier. Let's see if heal will take care of that. I'm not sure if it will or not, but I don't know, it's worth a shot. If not, then the whole reason for having Frog along for this battle pretty much goes out the window. And it looks like it does work, so if you get that sort of lock, you can actually... And if it's not something that was like the rubble in Mount Woe, which is it locks everybody out and there's no official setup for it, or no official it hits everybody for it. If it's got a question mark over their heads, you can heal it. Star Sword, that sounds like it's for Chrono, and it is. And boy, is it an upgrade. Okie dokie. Hey, I'm glad we found that one. Okay, whistle out of here, and we're gonna run into some more blue scouts, so let me queue those up and I will see y'all whenever it queues. Come on, queue up. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'll see y'all in a sec. Okay, easy enough. Toss water 2 at them. They're dead. So, we've pretty much taken care of just about everything we can here. I don't think there's any more treasure hanging around. Well, okay, never mind. I am mistaken. There is this room. Let's see, and I think there's another... Okay, yeah, that's... Well, we actually have to go through this room, I think, and hit this button to open up the path beyond. So let me go ahead and trigger these guys. Okay, easy enough. So move down through here, and... Kaiser Arm. Well, that's for Robo, obviously. Stick that on him. And boy, did he need that. Okay, sweet. And looks like we get to fight a group of, well, several of these guys. And we can just kind of, well, apparently we can, well, I thought we could whirligig around, but not so much. Okay. Well, guess we'll need to go through here and fight some combinations of these fellas now. So let me get these guys queued up here if I can. There we go. Okay, well, that battle ended up going very well because not only did Frog level up, but we also learned a couple of techs. Lucia learned Fire too, finally, and we got, in addition, we got a double tech to go along with that, Fire Sword 2. So Fire Sword attacked at its lot. And then we also got Delta Storm. So I guess we'll be doing some showing off in the next battle. So let me go ahead and queue these guys up. And... Alright, come on. There we go. Okay, now, let's try... Okay, well, let's... Oh, crap. Okay, Frog's almost dead. Alright, let's queue up Delta Storm and see what it does. Alright, big giant triangle. Yellow and blue and red and poof. And it... Holy cow, it really, really heals the blue guy. And it counters. So Frog is probably going to be on the mat. Yes, he is. Okay. Alright, well, let's bring him back. That was my bad. I should have done better about... I noticed he was getting down on his luck, but I didn't really get to him. I didn't really think to heal him before, this fight. So that's my mistake. Okay, so this Delta Storm can be, as you noticed, incredibly powerful if used on enemies that don't turn around and basically say, yeah, you're an idiot, like that one did. Again, incredibly powerful, though. Okay, let me obviously get Frog healed up, and I will use Frog, I think, to heal himself up. Notice I'm starting to get a little low on, well, especially Frog's magic, because he's using a lot of cures and the extra text and such. Yay! Now that sound you heard off in the distance was the door opening, so we'll work our way around here, and let's see, let me queue up these guys here, and I'll see y'all in a sec whenever they fire up. Okay, well, Lucia leveled up on that one, so she's into the 31 club now. And the rest of the party is sort of, well, Marley and Robo are really riding shotgun. Okay, well, I might switch Marley in for Robo, or for Chrono, not Chrono, Frog, sorry, as I name every other party member, just to give her some experience. But I don't think I'm going to fight these guys down here because they don't have anything special. Oh, they do have something special. Okay, let's see if I can sneak it out here. Sonic Arrow. Speaking of Marley, hello there. Oh, more than doubles her attack. That's good. Alright, good. We can sneak around them. Alright, because I want to... Whoa! I guess we'll use this opportunity, in fact, to show off Fire 2. And you see it there with the Red Scouts. It's a fire for everybody, so hip hip hooray. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Shockwave. Who are you for? Probably Lucia, I think. Yep. Okay. Random Chaos. See, now that can be good because, it is random when it happens. Durr. But... Alright, see y'all in a sec. Okay, well, sorry about that little interruption, but at any rate, you could see that Lucia's weapon causes a random chaos effect. And granted, of course, it is random, so it may go off or it may not, but if it does, then you get to have the same effect on your enemies as they did on you to begin with. When you have that little star dancing and everybody laughing and it kind of goes crazy. Alright, let me queue these guys up just a second. And looks like we've got a new enemy to go along with them, so you guys get to join me. Alright, Blue Scout, the Red Scout, and the Thrasher, who pretty much just whacks you upside the head. And kind of looks like, well, he's dead now. But they look kind of weird. They almost look like, Jason. From Friday the 13th, not Friday the 13th, yeah, it was Friday the 13th. I'm just sitting there thinking of Nightmare on Elm Street for a second. I don't know why. And yes, if I didn't date myself already. There you go. Okay, so we've got introduced to those new enemies. We'll just take this guy out. There we go. Alright, Chrono levels up. Let's see what we find here. We find nothing. Okay. But you see that little sparkle on... yeah, there you go. That little sparkle on the left side of the screen. We'll be able to get that later. I'll let you know when, but not quite yet. Alright, move down the stairs and try as best you can to kind of whirl around, but you won't quite be able to. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this battle up just because I was sitting there talking into it, so I'll just, doggone it. So I'll just go ahead and keep this one rolling. And let's see, nothing really to show off. I haven't shown Fire Sword 2, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, wait for Chrono to come back up. Let's see about do some healing here in the meantime. Yeah, I almost forgot I had Fire Sword too, so my bad. Let's show that one off. Whenever... Would you quit doing that? Dang it! Alright, fine. You gotta be kidding me. Good lord, okay. Alright, well, let's bring Lucia back. Let's bring Chrono back here, so that they can actually do something. Well, I guess us using Fire Sword 2 might come momentarily. Let me, try to wipe some of these guys out so that it's just not quite so... there we go. Oh, and you may have seen the chaos effect there before. Would you cut that out? But you saw the chaos effect on the Thrasher before I killed him, so that he could actually, so that he couldn't do anything. Oh, good lord, okay. Apparently my quest to use Fire Sword 2 may not be in vain. Here we go. Alright, now, well, retard, you tried to keep me from using it, but you couldn't keep me down for long. And boy, oh, look at that thing. That hits him like a train wreck, so I think it was worth the trouble, even if it was a royal pain in the butt with these guys sitting here cutting off our text the whole dang time. Alright, well, there you go. A little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be, but, well, at any rate. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to start giving out some heals, well, some heals, yes, but start giving out some ethers soon, because I'm starting to run out of magic for a couple of the characters. So let me go ahead and do that, just to top them off a little bit. Okay, and Thrasher's here. Now what you can do is you try to go under these guys, and if you go under them, you miss them. Well, completely. But if you don't, then, well, they start knocking down. Well, you may not be able to jump over them. Okay. Yeah, they'll knock down here. You'll end up having to fight them. So let me queue these guys up here, and I will see y'all in a sec. Okay, Frog leveled up in that one. And I will also mention another thing to be careful about with those Thrashers. If there are many of them in the party, like you saw just there, then you're going to end up facing some problems with the potential of a multi-counterattack technique. So be very careful when it comes to that. I may end up running into that with these guys too. So let me see if I can glance past them. And you notice the statue is kind of trying to throw some fireballs at me, which is always fun. Dance around and see what this one has in store for me. Oh, well, am I going to get to fight you? Nope, guess not. But we haven't seen the Lashers yet. So let's see if we can... Okay, you notice, I cut out the last battle with the counterattack technique, but it'll happen if you hit any of the Thrashers. So be careful with that, especially because you notice Chrono is now chaosed. And we definitely don't need Chrono to be chaosed. That's very, very bad. Unless he hits and then it's kind of okay. Or he gets hit and then it goes away. So now the Lashers are kind of, to some degree, palette swaps of the Thrashers. There's not really much to them in terms of what they do. They just sort of run up and start cutting at you. Hip hip hooray. Apparently they seem to have a little more HP than their fellows, but oh well. Okie doke. Alright, Lucia goes up again. The ancient red rock has been passed down through the ages. From it, a magic pendant and a knife were made. We embody Melchior's dreams, sealed within the knife. Okay. Now hurry, if you plan to confront the Queen. We're counting on you. Sure thing. And okay, another cutscene. Ah, I can feel it. The pulse of eternal life. Ha 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 ha. Dark force. Wild energy. Ah! Oh, now the prophet's really getting concerned. Boy, and that Mammon Machine's really kind of going crazy. The Mammon Machine! Your Majesty, it's too dangerous! Wow. Mother! Don't stop, Shala! We're almost there! Immortality will be ours! Zeal will have the glory it deserves! Ha 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 ha! Too long have I waited! Oy, man, she's really just off the rails now. Alright, and looks like we've got Jen and Barguest. We'll go ahead and queue those guys up. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and heal myself up, use the save point here. And since this has gone on a pretty good amount of time, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So, thank you guys for joining me. And in the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger, we're going to finish up the Ocean Palace and see if we can stop the evil Queen Zeal from, well, being evil and all that stuff. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.